Partner Manager, Denodo India, joining us here today. Over to you, sir.
Hello. Thanks, Rina, for that wonderful introduction. Before I getting into the session, I want to ask all of you a question, and the answer I want you in the form of raising hands. The answer is yes. The question is, before coming to this summit, have you heard of data virtualization? The technology, anybody? Okay. A few of them have heard it. People who have heard about it, it's kind of a refreshing session for you. But see, most of them have not heard about this technology. This is a very, very important and innovative technology and a futuristic technology, which every data leader, not only data leader, any tech leader in the industry should understand, because it is one day or other day going to touch in the space you are playing in. Could be cloud or infra, etc., for integration or other story. Now, why it is so called as a disruptive technology in data integration? So this is data virtualization is a data management technology, and it plays in the space of data integration. And what it does, data integration, you all know, when you have disparate data sources across in an organization, that has to be combined for data reporting or analytical purposes. That is data integration. We do the same story in a virtual way, and this is called as a disruptive technology because of, I will give you 3 quantified benefits which kind of telling that this is a very disruptive technology. Number 1, when you go with a traditional ETL technology compared to, when you go with the traditional ETL technology, the kind of project delivery timelines for a data integration project compared when you go with the data virtualization technology, it is 83% faster. When it comes to data delivery pipeline creation and data delivery services provision, when you compare with the ETL, traditional ETL, it is 65% faster. Then it's for the data preparation, you can save up to 65 to 67% of time for the data preparation, which are 3 key ingredients of any data integration project. That is the kind of numbers and technology we are talking about. So very important session for all of you, something new to learn in this conference. So let us start the session. The next data wave at the rate Denodo. Let me give a little glimpses of my company. While I say this is a very innovative and futuristic technology, we are market veterans. We are almost 20 plus years in the industry and very much focused in the data integration, management and delivery, all related to data and developing with only one product, data virtualization, which is completely a unique technology handling the data integration process. Also about our, you have 25 offices in 20 countries. Keep on, we are opening new offices. I think last year we opened in Japan and South Korea. Then we have 1,000 plus customers, Fortune 500, Z2000, Global 2000, and across every major industry. We are not specific to any one industry. 300 plus active engaged partners. Look at our financials, 50% growth year on year. That shows how we are penetrating into the market and how we are received in the market. Then 108% net retention, not only the growth and penetration, we are able to retain our customer because of the value we are providing to them. Then a zero debt and profitable company. This speaks something. Then I would also like to give a little focus on what leaders global consultants are talking about, like Gartner and Forrester. Gartner says last year in every leader quadrant they have created, we are there in the leader quadrant, and you can also see we are rated as leader in Forrester's Wave in Q2 last year 2022. Plus in the customer choice, if you see, we have scored 5 on 5, perfect 5 on 5 when it comes to customers choice in the Gartner peer surveys. So that is one kind of recognition how we are respected by our customers and the kind of value of our product. Then before getting into the actual what data virtualization does, I am going to touch upon 2 important challenges that data integration industry is facing or the data industry is facing. When you had the one challenge is people always want to have a central repository and pull in all the data from all their disparate data sources and put it in and build a fantastic reporting layer on top of it, and then do the reporting or analytics stuff like that. but it is a very challenging thing. When initially one or two data sources are there, they used to create an Excel sheet, on top of it, put some data, create some cubes and do it. But when the number of data sources started to growing, when ERP etc. came into the organization, it became very difficult. So the enterprise data warehouse concept has come in. So this is a very successful technology to have a central data source where all data is pulled into the data source, into this area, and on top of that you do a reporting. But when the unstructured data, this is very good as long as the structured data was there. But with the advent of internet, all unstructured data, high velocity, high variety of data, once it started flowing in, these data warehouses could not handle that. So then came the data lake. Then again when the data lake came, people thought this is going to be one central place where we are going to store all the data, and we'll have a fantastic reporting layer built on top of it. But again, data lakes were very good in, very flexible in collecting all kinds of data. But when you want to use it, it is it became very complex to identify the data, to trust the data, to see the lineage of data. All these important aspects are very complex when you use data lakes. So in on-prem, having one single central data store, didn't really actually materialize. To some extent it, but it is not serving all the needs. So when the advent of cloud came, cloud is going to resolve the problems like you need not worry about your hardware, you need not worry about your networking, you need not worry about patching your operating system, etc. Those are the critical problems it will solve. But just in the panel discussion also we heard, but when it came, people thought, okay, again I'm going to pump all my data into the cloud and it is going to solve all my problems, data problems. But it's not reality. Just in the panel discussion we heard how people want multi-cloud. Okay? And so the reality is, even after advent of cloud, multi-cloud, and in each cloud there are again disparate data sources. And finally, if you see today, you have multiple clouds, disparate data sources, and you also have on-prem data because of regulatory and compliance requirements. So if you see, disparate data sources are going to stay. There cannot ever be a one central data place. But you still need to integrate this data. And if you want to create one central place with the volume of data that is coming into organizations, it is very difficult to create an additional central copy and keep all that data. So how to solve this problem? This is one significant problem. Then the second major problem that we see in the data integration industry is, you create a data warehouse, then you create a peer-to-peer connection with the reporting layer. All the logic is built in the reporting layer, and it will hit the data warehouse, it will pull the report. So it was good for some time, but the consuming needs of the application, there are web services, there are mobile services, there are so many kind of data consuming, data modeling applications, etc. are coming into picture. So number of peer connections between the sources and the consumers have increased and made very complex kind of data integration space. This you see in very large organizations. Even large organizations have multiple data warehouses and data lakes as well. So just imagine with this kind of complexity, if you are making one change on the top or one change on the bottom or adding something, how many systems are affected? And it is definitely going to impact your business reporting system. And even moving to cloud, Dharmesh in the panel discussion was mentioning that they are thinking of that because there is going to be a impact on the business if they are trying to move the overall data to the cloud. So what is the answer for these two significant problems? How to address it? Have a data layer. What do we do? As I told you, we do data integration, but completely in a different way when you compare with traditional data warehousing or ETL kind of technologies. What we do, when this layer is implemented in your organization, it will take a snapshot of all the, it will study all the data sources that you have in your organization, and it will pull the metadata and data schema, table details, etc. into this layer. And the way you create data models on a physical semantic layer when you actually collect data, in the same way, here you will create a virtual layer or virtual model layer. In this layer, virtual models you will create. And once you create these virtual models, they can be presented, they can be published to our data catalog. So you see all the virtual data sets that are available across your organization, one single place, without copying data or creating additional copies. So one problem we solved. Now the second problem of peer-to-peer connection. Now this is going to act like how an enterprise service bus application manages the whole application connections. In the same way, this is, you can call it as a data integration bus. It is going to manage all the configurations from the top and bottom are going to connect to this, and this is going to manage the story. So both these are the two significant problems which how we are going to innovatively handle this. Then apart from it, there are also a lot of other important differentiators where we provide value. Some of them are like this. First point, which we've already told, I'm just repeating it because it's the most important unique factor between us and other data integration tools. We only connect to data, but we don't collect data. And we have a central data model, easy to manage. Then data abstraction, we create a kind of security and reducing the overall configuration issues. Decoupling from sources and consumers. So whatever changes you make in the top and bottom, it becomes very flexible because this layer is going to take all the configuration issues. Like that, and like that we have a lot of important points here. But the other one what I want to cover is low code and no code platform. While you have a lot of fantastic features, it is going to integrate your data very easily, and all this stuff without writing much code, you can do that. We have a fantastic GUI interface, which with the drag and drops, buttons, radio buttons, selects, drop downs, you can create all this model. And at a back end, a VQL code is automatically written, which is very similar to SQL syntax. So that's the kind of advantage you get with this platform. Plus also we are certified on all top platforms. We can also integrate with the live streams like Kafka, etc. So these are some of the very unique identifiers of our platform. Now, we spoke about a lot of technology advantages, what we can deliver, etc. And then now we want to tell with this technology advantages or with this unique technology features we have, what kind of value we've delivered. Caterpillar, you would have all known, it's a manufacturing company, and it manufactures construction equipment, locomotives, engines, etc., etc. Now they had a problem. While they have a world-class product, when they're delivering, delivering world-class products, they have a heavy competition from low-cost manufacturers. So while the advantage, the challenge is they also want to create a difference in the service they provide to their customers, so that they can beat the competition. They also want to build a preventive maintenance system to create the customer delight. And how we solved it? They have sensors on their equipment that is collected by OSIPA data. They use OSIPA to collect that. And on top of it they do modeling. So this unstructured data, we clubbed them with their structured data, parts inventory, maintenance, dealer, and filled the dashboards of dealer and customers. Their dealer and customer dashboard, which is their maintenance department customer dashboards, so that they could actually deliver the value to their customers by preventive maintenance, advising customers upfront before something is going wrong. So with this, what they achieved is their overall reduced warranty cost. So they are able to save costs when they still continue with the warranty. They are able to increase their revenue because it's not a windfall, it's a predictive model is there, so they know what revenue is coming at each quarter, and overall advantage to the customer. So this is one way how we deliver value. So I just on the last slide. Now initially I told 3 quantified advantages which is causing a lot of disruption in the industry bias. And the data points how we arrived at is, Forrester has done an economic impact study on our customers, how we know what kind of value we created for them. And all those three, what I told you, 83% time to value, that is confirmed by DNB, a financial services company, and 65% improvement in data delivery times or ETL, that is confirmed by Festo, and 67% reduction in data preparation effort, confirmed by Prolog, is a 170 billion asset company. So this is the kind of value we create, this is the kind of problems we address. And Is this all? There is little more. While we solve your problems, while we save your money, we make your life easy, plus we make you future proof. Once Denodo data virtualization is in your integration space, you are ready for data fabric and data mesh architecture implementations. And why I am telling that? Denodo named as a leader in the Forrester Wave Enterprise Data Fabric Q2 2000, along with other top companies, who is who of industry. We are standing there with one single product in implementing this kind of fabric, which is the ideal recommended way. So this is what I wanted to share, and I hope it was an interesting session and you learned something out of it. Any questions I will be able to address, and thanks for the opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. If you've got your questions, you can reach out to him.